Here we are at the Scottish Distillery of the Year in the heart of Campbelltown. It's been a massive year for Glen Scotia. You have won so many accolades. Scotland Distillery of the Year, Best Whisky in the World for the 25-year-old and Best No Age Statement for the Victoriana too. What an achievement, Ian.
Thank you, Becky. Yes, welcome. It's been a wonderful achievement and it's true testament to the team and the dedication and everything that's happened to the distillery over the last few years.
This award is huge for Glen Scotia, for the team here.
It really is beyond our wildest expectations. Something that we're all incredibly proud of. We're all humble. We're a humble team here. And when you bear in mind where Glen Scotia was a few years back, it was never in this position. So it's truly remarkable when you see the point we've reached now.
When you consider that Campbelltown was once the heart of whisky distilling in Scotland, and now we only have 3 distilleries here, for a Campbelltown distillery to win Distillery of the Year shines a light back on the town.
Absolutely. Now that Glen Scotia's found its confidence, it's up there with the best of them. For me, it doesn't get any better than this, to see the town shining again.
It's pride for Glen Scotia, but it's pride for Campbelltown too.
Whoever you are, whatever you do, then it's something you can wear with pride.
What is it about Campbelltown that makes its whisky so unique?
The style from Campbelltown is one that has a certain twist to a certain uniqueness. Going back a few decades, there was up to 36 different distilleries here. So they've been cheek by jowl. That's a phenomenal amount to have in a small town like this. That gave Campbelltown its presence, its whisky power. When you look around Glen Scotia, the history's tangible, you can touch it, you know it's here. And I think that reflects in the liquid it comes out.
You've achieved so much, and I believe we have a very fitting dram to celebrate the Scottish Whisky Distillery of the Year.
Absolutely. Let's give it a try. So it's a 22-year-old from 1999, bottled at 54.8%.
Now, 1999 was the year that Glen Scotia reopened, right?
Correct.
So this contains some of the very first spirit that was distilled at Glen Scotia at that point.
This is it. So it's even more poignant. It means a lot. Look at that. Look at the colours. It's clean, it's fresh. It's got everything you'd want from Campbelltown in there.
Beautifully oily, isn't it?
It is. It's complex, but yet simplicity to the way it was put together. That's what you'd expect from a good Glen Scotia Campbelltown whisky.
Ian, this is Victoriana, and it's not only one of my favourite whiskies, but it was also named the Best No Age Statement Scotch Whisky at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition in 2022. Tell me all about it.
Victoriana symbolises the whole ethos of this whisky making region. 1817 right up until 1928, Campbelltown, the Victorian whisky capital of the world. This whisky pays homage to that wonderful time in Campbelltown.
The style of whisky that was made in Campbelltown during the Victorian period, but we're drinking this today. What can we expect?
It's going to be robust. It's going to have all the characteristics of the region. That's as good as an age. Let's dig in. Look at that colour.
So rich and vibrant.
Heavily charred in aspect. Wonderful depth there. Look at the oils. It looks clean, it looks fresh. Love the colour there. Never tire of looking at the colour of Victoriana.
That nose is just stunning. Every time I come back to Victoriana, I get a different experience. It just feels like I'm uncovering something new every time.
Layer.
Yeah.
Just go through the layers. There's a caramelised sugar aspect. Of course you get sweet puddings, the creme brulee, I always get that. Dark fruits, subtle hint of that smoky aspect. There's complexity. Everything in there really comes together so well.
Ian, you've been here at Glen Scotia for 15 years. You're also the current custodian of the distillery and all of these casks. That's a huge job. How does that feel?
It's not just a job, it's something you've got to have a passion, a love for. We've got a fantastic stock profile and a lot of these casks lead back to what you see in the 25-year-old. Words fail me with the privilege that it is to work at Glen Scotia.
Everybody who's worked at Glen Scotia over the many, many decades, particularly those people who distilled the liquid that's in this bottle 25 years ago, this is an award for them as well.
Absolutely.
What exactly does it take to make the world's best whisky?
It really takes a great team. There's no other way of constructing whiskies like this. You need a fantastic team, you need time, you need dedication, you need good liquid. And I think it helps if in Campbelltown, but I'm a wee bit biased there. There's been production at Glen Scotia since 1832 on and off. So we're lucky enough to have inherited a lot of refill casks through the years. And that really gives you a wonderful timeline. It gives you an insight into that flavour profile of the distillery and enhance it a little bit. Just give it a little twist with that first fill bourbon. Then it really creates something special.
That gentle maturation over a long period of time in those refill American oak casks that allow the spirit character, the DNA to shine through.
Yep.
And it's a testament to the spirit that you're creating here at Glen Scotia, that it has become something marvellous 25 years down the line.
We're lucky enough we've got that wonderful spirit character. It is Campbelltown, it is coastal, it's maritime, it's oily, it's salty, it's got a wonderful fruit flavour profile running through it. So all these elements, when you combine them, then you're going to get something special. I'll speak for everyone here, but I don't think in our wildest dreams we would ever think that we would win Best Whisky in the World 2021.
What an achievement. It's been an incredible year for Glen Scotia. How are you going to build on the momentum that you've achieved this year?
We've got a lot of exciting bottlings coming. Next year's festival to think on. So we'll just keep going. As a team, we'll keep working together and we'll just keep pushing on.
It's that prevailing spirit of Campbelltown.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
What a fitting whisky to celebrate an incredible year and a brilliant award.
Absolutely. Scottish Whisky Distillery of the Year.
Here's the Glen Scotia.
Slàinte.